My friends, I'm back with another divorce story that will make your blood boil. This is one of those stories where my blood boiled while reading. So let's get into it. The day my divorce papers were finalized, I expected to feel relieved. Instead, I felt hollow, as if someone had scooped out all the pieces of me and left me walking around empty. 5 years of marriage gone with a few signatures and a silent car ride home. I kept telling myself I'd chosen freedom, but freedom didn't feel the way I thought it would. Work became my only anchor. Every morning, I showed up early, buried myself in reports, and stayed late. So I didn't have to face the echo of my apartment. And there was Maya. Maya wasn't just another coworker. She had this quiet warmth about her, like she carried sunlight in her pockets. When she laughed, even the most boring Monday meetings felt lighter. She'd been in my life for years, sitting 2 desks away, sharing coffee runs, and trading sarcastic comments about our boss. But I never really saw her not fully until the day I walked into the office after my divorce. "Rough night?" she asked softly, sliding a fresh cup of coffee onto my desk. Before I could even respond, no one else knew. But somehow Maya did. That night she offered to walk me home. We didn't talk much, but her presence was enough to keep the emptiness at bay. For the first time in weeks, I slept soundly. The days turned into weeks, and soon Maya became my shadow late-night project partner, lunch break companion, the one who insisted I eat when I forgot. She'd leave little sticky notes on my monitor. "You've got this. Don't forget to breathe. Coffee on me today." It was small, simple kindness, but it healed pieces of me I hadn't realized were still bleeding. One Friday evening, we stayed late, finishing a presentation. The office was nearly silent, just the hum of fluorescent lights above us. When we finally printed the last copy, we both collapsed into the chairs, laughing like kids. Then she merely looked. "You seem lighter lately," she whispered, "like you're finally breathing again." I froze, my heart racing, because the truth was, she was the reason I was breathing again, and I could unstop wondering what it would feel like if she touched me the way I'd been secretly aching for. But I shook it off. She was my coworker, my friend. I couldn't risk losing her. Still, the universe has a way of pushing us toward what we're too afraid to admit. A week later, the company threw a party to celebrate our successful project. Music, drinks, laughter, it all blurred together until I found myself standing with Maya on the balcony, away from the noise. "You're glowing," she teased, nudging me. "Divorce looks good on you." I laughed, but my throat tightened. "You've been the only good thing these past few months." The words slipped out before I could stop them. My cheeks burned, and I looked away, ashamed of how vulnerable I sounded. But then she touched my hand, gently, deliberately. "Do you know how long I've been waiting for you to say that?" I turned, stunned. Her eyes held mine, steady and certain, and in that moment, the world fell silent. All the fears, the doubts, the rules about workplace boundaries, they disappeared when her lips found mine. It wasn't a dramatic kiss. It was soft, careful, like she was afraid I'd break, but it set fire to everything inside me. For the first time since my marriage crumbled, I didn't feel empty. I felt alive. We pulled apart, breathless. I shouldn't have. I started, but Maya shook her head. "Stop. Don't apologize. I've wanted this for so long." The weeks that followed were a blur of secret smiles, late-night walks, and moments stolen between deadlines. We weren't ready to announce anything to the office, but we didn't need to. It was enough to know we had found each other in the wreckage of my old life. One night, as we sat on my couch, surrounded by takeout boxers and half-finished wine, I whispered the truth I'd been holding back. I thought my divorce was the end of everything. But now I realize it was just the beginning because it led me to you. Maya squeezed my hand, her eyes shimmering. "You didn't find me?" she said softly. "You finally saw me." And she was right. She'd been there all along, patient and steady, waiting for me to open my eyes. So maybe my story isn't about the marriage that failed or the love that ended. Maybe it's about the love that was right in front of me, waiting quietly for its chance. A love that didn't just fill the emptiness, it made me whole again. And my favorite part of the story is that she called him out on not seeing her when she has been right in front of him this whole time. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own lives, in our own problems, that we don't see the people right in front of us. And sometimes we got get blindsided by a divorce or some other major event in our life to be able to see the people that are actually there for us. I'm glad he found his happily ever after. I'm glad that he found Maya. Let me know what you guys think about this story down below. Also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!